Hey everyone, this is undergrad group 5 working on project 4. So like in previous videos, we are a consulting firm that goes to high schools to suggest what type of computer would last through at least their bachelor's degree. So to make this work, we have developers, managers, and consultants that work together to make the best possible suggestions based on general students' needs. So we have 12 different employees. Of those employees, we have 4 developers, 4 consultants, and 4 managers. They're color-coded right here on this chart, and they'll be coded the same color for each employee through the rest of the video. So each employee has a different skill level. This skill level is measured by their experience, and this experience is measured in-house. So it's not educational experience, it's experience with the company. So, for example, if you have a skill level of 1, you're a newcomer. You've been here less than a year. And if you have a skill level of 6, then you've been here for over 9 years. So this is important for 2 different reasons. This is what we measured our performance by later on. And also this is how we calculated our hourly rate. So each developer, for example, had a base salary of 15. And then based on their skill level, they got paid an additional hourly rate. So for a skill level of 1, their hourly rate only increased by 1. But for a person that has a skill level of 3 that's been here longer, then their hourly rate is going to increase based on their skill level. And we just increased the base amounts for each different type of employee. So when we look to see which employees would work on each day, on a 5-day work week, Monday through Friday, we base this based on the max skill level that we could have based on a certain number of constraints. So, for example, all employees must work the same amount of days. So, based on our constraints, every employee is going to work 2 days, no matter what. Then we also had the maximum amount of employees that could work on a given day was 6. So we set a constraint for less than or equal to 6. But then each type of employee that's color-coded has to work at least one person has to work from each employee type on a given day. So we also set constraints for those. So when we look at our solver, first off we had to get our formula. And we just did this. Oh, this is supposed to be skill level, not hourly wage. Our bad. But we took the skill level of each employee by the total amount of days that they are going to work through the week. Did the sum of that, and that gave us our max skill level for a given week. So looking at our solver, we took that as our objective. We were looking for the max, and we changed these variable cells. And then for our constraints, we had to set this amount equal to 1, and then made them integer, and then we put our other constraints in. Simplex, and that was it. And that gave us a max skill level of 86. So we also did an optimal solution by hand without using solver and got a slightly different result. But they both met the basic constraints. The solver just gave a slightly different, rearranged version of what we had found. So a problem that we came up on while working this was that we were wanting to try to find a combination of the max hourly wage and the minimum skill level for each day. So based on the solution that we had found, on Monday our hourly wage would have been $95, and our minimum skill level for that day would have been 15, and the same for each day of the week. Just did the same thing. So we were wanting to try to combine the two of these into an objective function. And that's the point that we get hung up on, is trying to find out how to do that. So we're still working through that part. We're open to suggestions on how to find that. But at this point in time, we're sticking with this solution and also trying to find out how to combine the max skill level and the minimum hourly wage that would be available by using Solver. So we're trying to work through both of those problems right now to fix this problem. But a finalized version of this, if that looks confusing, would be something along the lines of where it would look like this, where we could maybe take this and add it onto that somehow. We would probably have to create additional charts using this information, our skill level and hourly wage, create another table and add those constraints. That way, we're still spitballing that. But that's what we got so far. If y'all have any other suggestions or anything that we're overlooking, because I'm sure there's definitely something, we would really appreciate y'all's help. So thank y'all for listening to the video, and good luck with y'all's projects.